This video is designed to help you understand better some of the capabilities of our workflow software. Every client is different, so the screens and the requirements that you have will vary, but it's just an idea of what we can offer in our workflow solution. The first thing you do is log into the system, select the application you want. Based on that, you go to the task and select what function you want to do. In this case, we're going to create a new form. Notice there are certain fields that have required fields with the red asterisks. We'll select a list. This list is provided to us by your accounting system. Notice we have two Abbotts, but they have different numbers for their account. So we'll select one of those. It populates the fields. The user would fill in the name and the phone number. Move down to the invoice and enter the invoice number as well as the date and the amount of the invoice. Once this information is in, we now have two charge categories. So this may vary with your organization, but if this one had two, we go to the charge line and we enter the items on the charge line. In this case, we'll go down to the different charge departments. In this case, we also have the EOC number. So we select the charge department. Next, we'll select the EOC code we want to use for that department. Once that's selected, we can then go down to the description, and this is not a required field, but it just helps define the system. Enter the amount of that line item. Once we have that information completed, we can then go down to the apply, and applies that information to the system. As you notice, we're not in balance. I indicated by the not in balance. So we're going to add another line item. We select a different EOC code. And this one we'll use small equipment. And we'll change the information provided for the description. And also in the amount for that specific line item. We'll fill that in. Once that's filled in, again, we'll apply that information. Notice it's still out of balance, so we'll go back over here, edit it, change the amount that should have been 100 instead of 150, and we'll apply that information as well. Now it's in balance, just another check and balance. At this point, we can put in any special instructions that might help the next user to understand more about what this is for, or if we have any special needs that for this processing this invoice. At the bottom, we'll go back up here to the top and we'll save that information. Everything looks good. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add a document to this. So the way that's accomplished, this just gives you an overview. We're going to send an email out, and I'll drop from the drop down list here. We'll select the individual we want to send it to. This is your internal email list, and we'll select the send button. Once that's gone, we'll go back over here to the document and open it back up. We'll import information into this. We can either scan it, or if you do not have a scanner attached, you can import the information as well by clicking the add files, and it will take you out to your directory. I can display the documents on the left by clicking on the blue arrow. Select the one I want to add to the document. This is a batch of documents that have been scanned or imported. Click the save button and go back to my document, and that document now has one page added to it. At this point, I exit. I'm going to click on my email. This is the second person. Shows the vendor name, vendor number, and the invoice number. I click the add here button, and it opens up PaperStore. I would log in as a separate user. Once I've logged in, like before, select the application I want, and it opens to the document that was emailed to me. I can view the form as it was. You can see where it came, who sent it to me. Any information that they may have wanted would have been in the special instructions. View the document. And from my task list, I have a number of functions I can accomplish. Return complete, request reject, void, send an email, show items needing my attention. These are just some of the functions, and it's based on my login. Once I've done that, I've completed the process, and I'm ready to move on. I hope this helps to give you a little better understanding of what's capable. Thank you for your time.